Are the kids asleep? Okay, okay. No, 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 no. Please, have a seat, have a seat. I need to talk to you. Yes, it's important. No, it can't wait. Please, just have a seat. Humor your poor husband. Well, yeah, I know. I don't wear my wedding ring, and I've explained to you why. Just please have a seat. We need to talk. No, 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 no. It's not that type of talk. Please, just have a seat. I've known you for 6 years, and there have been certain things that I've noticed, but I've let them slide. Lately, though, I mean, listen, your doctor called. Apparently, your lungs are extremely healthy, which they shouldn't be because you smoke like a chimney. No, 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 no. I don't want to hear excuses, and I'm not accusing you of anything. I know you don't smoke in front of the children. I mean, there was that one time where you forgot last year that they were around. You didn't notice them outside. You started smoking. And our son started coughing. But our daughter didn't. Now, why is that? And please don't tell me it's because she's a couple of years older than he is. Okay, again, I'm not accusing you of being a bad mom. As soon as you heard him coughing, you put out the cigarette and you picked him up to comfort him. I understand that. You made a mistake, that's fine. You know I don't like your smoking. But, I mean, yeah. I really don't like your smoking. By the way, you need to refill your favorite lighter. Here you go. I've been trying to get you to quit since a few months into dating you. You refuse, you say it's not a problem. Well, now we have confirmation from the doctor that it's not a problem. Like, there is no damage on your lungs whatsoever. Like, he was absolutely shocked when I told him that you're a smoker. No damage whatsoever. And last week, when I was working on Robert's old truck, I know, he really should buy a newer truck. He's just, well, he's attached to that truck. I know, but it belonged to his dad. And what can I say? He loves that old truck. He spent a small fortune restoring it, but he didn't have enough money to restore the engine. So I helped him out. I mean, you know, my dad was a professional mechanic and he taught me a few things. And there was this one nut that absolutely would not budge. I grabbed the WD-40. I started hunting around for my multi-tool. Eventually I found it. But yeah, considering that the sun was going down and our house is usually dark even on the sunniest days, it took me a while to find my multi-tool. Yeah, definitely should not have bought an all-black one. Anyway, I found it. Found the WD-40, came outside, and you were holding the nut between your fingers, and Robert was just amazed that you were able to get it off of there. I didn't say anything, but I was shocked as hell. I mean, physically, look at you, look at me. I don't understand. How did you get that nut off? Yeah, just finger pressure. Yeah, you shouldn't have been able to do that. Honestly, considering your body, your skinny fingers, your skinny waist, how did you get that nut off? Okay, no. You don't get to shut down. You don't get to act like you're uncomfortable. It's been other things as well. Okay? It's been other things as well. Not just the smoking with your perfect lungs, not just how you got the nut off. How about that can of creamed corn? Remember? All that Thanksgiving prep. Yeah, I checked the can. That wasn't a damn pull tab. You didn't pull anything. Actually, you did. You stuck your fingers through the top of the can and you ripped the top of it off. I found the top. I mean, there is no way that any human being should be able to do that. Okay, how about this? Remember when we took our children camping for the first time? Just a few days ago? Yeah, we all had a fun time. I pulled out that flask, and you said, I really need a drink, and you grabbed it out of my hand. You unscrewed the top, and then you took a large swig, and you said, wow, that's great. And then you put the top back on, and you handed it to me. Did you notice anything? Yeah, the stem on top of that flask lid or top. Did you notice the stem? That's because that wasn't a flask. That was an oversized metal match with its container. There was kerosene in it, and you chugged it like it was nothing. Now, I didn't want to say anything in front of the kids, but you need to start telling me what's going on Because lately I've been noticing more and more of your little quirks, and it's bothering me. Mm-hmm. 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 No. Go on. I'm listening. I'm listening. Can't believe what I'm hearing, but I'm listening. Go on. Go on. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Go on, please. Mm-hmm. 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 You know what? Most men would say that this is just crazy talk. So you're part of a race of parasites, microorganisms that used to exist deep underneath the earth until a group of scientists back in the 1920s unearthed your colony. And then what happened? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there were a couple of secretaries with the scientists, and you infected them. And they came back later that night, and they collected your entire colony. Not the men, not the scientists, the women. And then what? You spent decades upon decades slowly taking over. Wait, are you telling me that every single woman on planet Earth is well, I don't mean to be rude, but infected? Uh-huh, including you. Well, wait a minute. When did you get infected? Oh, okay. So when your kind takes over a body, like you started doing in the 1920s, if that woman gives birth to a daughter, then that daughter is infected since birth. I see. And there are certain advantages, like greatly strengthened lungs and a great deal of strength in the fingers, along with a couple of other things. Uh-huh. Wait, so does that mean my daughter is infected? You better be careful how you answer me. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. She was born infected, but she's still mine. She still loves me. All right, fair enough. And my son? Oh, he's not infected. Oh, your kind can't infect men. Why is that? You're not sure. Okay. Wait, so you mean to tell me that every single microorganism, I guess some people would refer to it as a parasite, is female? Well, how do you reproduce? Okay. Well, no, that makes sense. Some microorganisms can split themselves into two or more pieces or parts. Okay, so that's how you reproduce. Okay. Well, that might explain why you can't infect men. There are no men. So I guess the chemistry won't match up. Okay. Well, what is it that you want? I mean, do you want to take over the world? No? That's surprising. Why not? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I see the point you're making. I see it. Who the hell would want that responsibility, all that work, all that effort, when you can just marry men who are in charge and influence them when it comes to policy? Okay, fair enough. And then be hands off when it comes to everything else? Okay, I see that. I see that. What am I going to do now? What do you mean, what am I going to do now? Well, no, I'm not going to turn you in to the CIA, FBI, or the authorities. Why would I do that? Look, we hardly ever argue. And I know that most of the time I end up admitting that you're right. And occasionally, once in a while, you realize that I've made an excellent point. And while you don't exactly admit that I was right, you let it go and you let me have the default verbal victory. We don't argue that much at all, though. When we do, most of the time you win. Once in a while, I do. I'm definitely not complaining about your performance in the kitchen or the bedroom. Definitely not complaining about your body or your looks. And I sure as hell am not complaining about the children you've given me. Yeah. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Our son is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. We both know that. But he's very warm, very caring, and he's a mama's boy. And our daughter, she's quiet, very intellectual. I turn around and she's right next to me. Ah, that damn generator. I'll get it fixed. Don't worry. As you can see, the emergency power kicked in. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have had this conversation with you in the basement of our house, but I didn't want the kids overhearing. Yes, my daughter is affectionate towards me in her own special, quiet way. So why the hell am I going to turn you in? I like this arrangement. I'm just glad you finally decided to be honest with me. I mean, I'm trying my best here. As a husband, as a father. I told you, no secrets. So yeah, basically every single woman on planet Earth is infected. Do they all know they're infected? Oh, okay. So that's going to be a yes on that. Okay. Listen, what do I want to do now that I'm not turning you in? Here's what I want to do now. I want to walk over to you. I want to unbutton your blouse and bury my head in your chest. Your big, beautiful, warm, comfortable, double D chest. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a man, so yeah. All right. Let's head upstairs. No, 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 no. This is something we don't need to speak of ever again. We're just going to pretend this conversation never took place, but we're both going to know it took place, and we're never going to talk about it again. Yes, like a traditional American family. It happened. We talked about it. We will never talk about it again. Yes. Yes. Never again. Let's head on back upstairs to bed, 'cause I'm definitely in the mood.